Here we are again, Day 41, Gunnar Chronicles. Today is a big day. Another big step for little G-Man. Well, that's his bandage. It's not just his foot tied in a bow. He had to have some blood drawn to check his blood gas to make sure he's getting good oxygen into his blood. So they wrapped it up, and as you can see, the other foot has the boot on, and there's the boot without having, let me see if I can get a better shot of that, there we go, without any foot in there. So that's helping to keep his feet, or make his feet more straight. If they didn't have that wrapping on his foot, you'd be able to see that it's a little sideways. It's not as straight as it needs to be, so they're going to keep working on that. But what I wanted to tell you, well, a big day and a big achievement for a little G-Man here, is that I'm going to do a pan off of Gunnar real quick and go to the respirators. So this is the old respirator. When we started, we were on something even different. We were on one that had a tube, and it was going into him, and then they went on to this, and this was a respirator that, as you can tell, you got babies, children, adults, anybody that needs respirator, and they've been having it on his nose, so it's not going down to his lungs like it was when he first started. Now this is the new respirator. This one blows out air, it's pressured, so it's pushing it through his nose, and before it was pushing it through, and another one actually was pushing it into his lungs because he needed even more help. So now they're weaning him off of the respirators altogether. And this is the new one, and this one doesn't have any pressure. But what it does is it allows him to get some oxygen, but only just sort of, I guess you would say, it's easily going into his nose instead of being forced in by the pressure. So the other one was sort of helping him breathe, and this one's sort of just assisting at the least level. So they're going to see if he can tolerate this, and then of course the next big step would be no tube in his nose at all, no tape on his cheek. You see his raspberry chilling up there on his head, but he is continuing to improve, and we thank you so much for all your prayers. And that is about it. There you go. Hi, it's Daddy. Everything's closed, so he probably can just barely hear my voice. They had to prick his foot to take his blood, like I said before, so I don't know about you, but I don't like being woken up by somebody pricking my foot and taking blood out of it. So he woke up, cried for a second, and went right back to sleep. A lot stronger than me. I told the nurse somebody pricked my foot and made it bleed, I'd probably start swinging. So, well, this is a long video, a little longer than normal, but I wanted to give you guys the big update. So this is a big move forward for him with continuing to improve in his lung development. So we just praise the Lord Jesus for this continued success and growth of little Gunnar. Thank you all for your prayers. Good night, buddy. We will see you again tomorrow on Day 42. Good night.